Hey YouTube, it's Ashley and I am back, let me adjust a little bit, with another video. Today is Wednesday, so it's WTF Wednesday. Now I do record these videos in advance, but this week I've just been recording them the day before or the day of because this WTF Wednesday I had to go and throw it on to next week because I really want to address this gorilla and the gorilla that was killed. And I just feel that by the time I post it next week, it'll be so old news. People will be like, what are you talking about again? What happened? But so if you don't know, Cincinnati Zoo, a little boy fell into the gorillas exhibit or whatever you would call it, and the baby came in contact with the gorilla, and to save the baby because they weren't sure of the actions of the gorilla, they took proper protocol and killed the gorilla. So I want to touch on, I think, 3 things that I heard about the story and saw that was going on Facebook. And I didn't write anything down. It's at the top of the dome, so I think it's 3. But anyway, number 1. People are really petitioning the zoo saying that they took excessive force with this gorilla. I froze just now. You want to know why? Because it's a gorilla. It's a 400-pound animal. This is a wild animal. I know we've successfully domesticated dogs and cats, but there are other animals that you just cannot domesticate. And I blame Disney and Pixar and any other movie that shines this light on animated human-like creatures, wildlife animals, and show them in a friendly light. Okay, all these animals that are wild are dangerous. Okay, all of them dolphins, them whales, them gorillas, them lions, them squirrels, all of them are really dangerous. Okay, so there was no coaxing the animal saying, hey animal, let me pet you. You want to pet? You want to tickle under the chin? Give me the baby? No? Okay, how about a banana? You want a banana? Give me the baby? No? Okay, could you please give me the baby? You want me to read you a book? Huh? Like, that would probably infuriate the animal where they rip the little baby up. Like, this is a 400-pound, all muscle gorilla that doesn't operate unconscious. Like, the biggest thing that separates us from animals is that we can consciously think, you know what, if I take this 4-year-old and kill it, it would be so bad and I feel so horrible. They don't have that like checkmate thing in their head. They just know how to be an animal and that's it. So the zoo took proper force. They did the proper thing to protect this 4-year-old. So sorry guys that you lost this gorilla that you knew nothing about 2 days ago. Maybe you should go buy a pet gorilla. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, so the second thing that's crazy is that no one has really questioned the zoo. Like, how in the world did this baby get through something that should be really secure where no one could fall through? Like, it's an exhibit and they understand that they're taking a wild animal and putting it in a cage for people to view, for their viewing pleasure. And they understand the risk of anything being wrong with this exhibit. Someone can fall in, which is on the zoo's fault, or animals can come out, which would still be on the zoo's fault. So I know that we like to point blame at humans for some reason, but no one has really said, hey, maybe the zoo's infrastructure is like not so good. But you know who is looking out for that so this doesn't happen again is the zoo. Like, I'm pretty sure they're like, oh my gosh, we're kind of getting off easy right now, but let's fix this up so no one else falls in there, and then we're just going to be known as the zoo that's not safe. So the zoo is partly to blame as well. And the third thing is people are going so hard on the mom. And if I were a mother whose child was just in danger, and I'm so thankful that my baby is alive and okay, but then I gotta go online and call a bad mother and deal with that sort of thing, I would be really pissed off, and I would feel like I needed to respond and defend myself. But luckily, from the reports that I've read, that the parent is incognito, so nobody knows who she is or what she really looks like or whatever. But my whole issue with blaming the parent is this. Okay, I've been to many stores, parks. I've been to many parking lots. I've been to many residential areas where you just have kids running loose, and I've seen many parents calling after them. I've seen many kids come into dangers of being hit by cars. I've seen many kids in Targets, Myers, Kmart's, Kroger's, every store that you can think of, That's just like, I'm like, where the hell is your parent? I've been the baby that's been lost in the mall. Like, how many of us just lost track of our child? And that's because you can turn away at any moment, and then it's like, oh my gosh, they're gone. And it's, I don't care if she was in her phone trying to take a picture. I don't care if she was in her phone replying to a text message. We all do it, and then we lose our kid sometimes. Like, luckily my child isn't walking, so we're not there yet. But I know just by watching her walk, she is ready to run. So I know as soon as I let her hand go, say, oh, Marley, let me get you some tissue to blow your nose. She can be like, phew. So I could kind of sympathize with this mother, because it can happen to any one of us. So I can see if like zoo goers were like, yeah, we noticed that this mother and child duo, like they were just, the mother would just leave the child. Like the child would be so far behind, and you know, they weren't together. I can see if there were complaints like that, and I'd be like, okay, she was totally irresponsible and it's totally her fault. But because we weren't there and we don't know exactly what happened, I mean, we can't really judge her. And that's a very wrong thing to do. And the next time I see somebody out in the supermarket and their child is lost, I'm going to grab the parent and say, don't you know your child could fall in a gorilla exhibit? And we could kill a gorilla, an innocent gorilla? Like, I need everybody to grab, just him up a mother or father that just got their child in the toy section while they going grocery shopping. Y'all ain't never seen that? Like a kid just chilling in the toy section. And you're like, oh, he likes the toy section and it's better than to let him sit there and to fight. Y'all do the same thing. It just so happened to happen while she was at the zoo. That could have been you. So stop judging people. I know it's sad that the gorilla is gone. Instead of her putting up petitions and, you know, protesting the zoo, just put up pictures in memory of, rest in heaven, gorilla. We miss you. And if you miss the damn gorilla that much, start a petition so gorillas, for all endangered gorillas. Like, do something big. Okay, they're in danger because humans are killing them. Nobody's crying about that. Every day we're killing gorillas. Now they're endangered species. I didn't even know this until recently. We want to cry. We don't cry about that. But we want to fuss when a 4-year-old is in danger. And then they took the proper protocol to rescue the child. I'm done on this subject. I hope you guys have a good evening. Or a good day, I should say. And I'll see you for on Friday for the Freedom Friday for a lighthearted video. And I know a lot of people are going to be upset with me on this, but I don't care. It's a gorilla. Get over it. Sad, it's a gorilla. The alternative is that the baby would have died. Which one? You want should the 4-year-old, really? People, we got to find something else to fuss about, okay? Yep. Find something else. So anyhow, I'll catch you guys later, and peace.